For hanging out, coming back to the stream. So, a little update of what we have done. We have been attacking with our bombing, and they really don't have very many troops here. Sorry about that. Got a little update from my brother talking about video games and the PS Vita, the PlayStation Vita, the PSP. They have dropped their games from the library, or they are going to drop them. So, if anyone plays the PlayStation Portable, the PlayStation 3, or the PS Vita, I highly recommend, if you want to play those games, you definitely need to download them to a memory card now. Because if you don't have them physically on memory cards or on physical discs, you will lose them. So, my brother is definitely one of my great friends when it comes to gaming. He knows about all kinds of stuff. He reads about all kinds of that stuff. So you guys just hang in there. If that's the case, don't forget, get a big memory card, download every game you can from the PlayStation Portable, the PlayStation Vita memory library, because you will not be able to do it again unless going through a third party, and that's later down the line, only if they have them. So if you have your favorite games, please download them. Don't worry about it. Download the games, because they're not going to be available later down the line, especially the ones from third-party providers. So if you've got a third party that's like an indie game that somebody tweaked or made themselves, please download it, because it may not be available later. Okay, guys, don't cheat yourself. That's how we do it. So in the meantime, here is a laydown of what we are planning in this game. So first things first, we're using our railgun right here to attack all of these positions. I'm going to move it forward and attack that position. I'm attacking that position and that position. I'm going to then split up my forces. I have 265,000 troops, not including artillery or tanks or anything else. I'm going to split those up along these portions, these territories right here, and it's pretty much guaranteed success. Now, the one thing that again I am worried about is right here. Now, if I move this guy to this position, he cannot quite get to the airfields. I don't think anything about this territory right here, because he really doesn't have, he has a workshop but not a factory, so he can't do anything there. But here we know he has a factory, he has a workshop, so therefore he is pretty much, that is his place where he may have planes. So that is that's my goal. I want to take those out, because once those are gone, the rest of the country will be diminished. There's nothing to it. I'm using my battleship to keep these two, Richmond and Washington, down to nothing. And then I have all of these troops down. I have 173,000 there. I have 60,000 there. I have 167,000 there and 118,000 troops there. So I have more than enough to storm the front. So I could literally right now take every troop that I have and just go in. But that would not be smart, because why sacrifice troops when you don't have to? Yes, it takes time. Yes, you gotta wait for the battle wait. You know, you gotta attack people and wait for them to respond, or wait for them to move and just kill them. I know it takes a while, but it pays off. Here is how it pays off. Let me show you right now. Here is the newest report from the battlefront between the war that I have created between me, the southern Canada, with southern USA. They have lost 1.2 million troops. I have only lost 17,000. That is a major point. That's major evidence behind my strategy. If you don't have to attack them and lose troops, don't attack them and lose troops. Use your artillery. Shell them to their maker. Make them regret ever being your neighbor. That is how it works. Use battleships. Use rail guns. Use other rail guns. Use artillery. I got 3 pieces of artillery heading right to them right now. They are attacking. I got all kinds of stuff. I'm going to use my bombers, even though I'll split it. I'll use my bomber, not my fighter, because my fighter is actually low in health. My fighter needs to stay there, and so does my bomber. They need to honestly get back health. They are whittled down to next to nothing, and I will do that. But in the meantime, I really want to take these positions. They've got tons of wood, they have food, and they have coal. So we need to take these positions. This is the next step in our conquest. I will then take my soldiers. Once I take this position here with my railgun and my troops, I can then have access to both sides, because I will take this position, that position, and that position, and there really isn't much left. I have this position left, they have this position left, they have this position left, that one's taken by me, they have that position left. Now these 2 territories will be taken by me because I keep them constantly bombarded by by my battleship fire. This one will probably be the last holdout, because based on my battle plan, this one will be the next one, which is their main production line. That one's the secondary, but they don't really have much, and the rest are going to fall. Once I surround them, it's all going downhill. Now, I mean, I've already surrounded them because I've got them from 3 sides. I'm attacking them from the water to make sure that they're coastal areas to have no troops. I'm attacking them from the south so that I can weave my way around the outside and enclose them in the middle. I'm doing the same thing from the top. They are fighting a battle from 3 sides, my friends. 3 sides! So they do not have a chance. They keep randomly sending their troops to attack me, which is stupid suicide, because they got to walk through, again, an entire firing field from their point of exit, i.e. their base, all the way to my base. The entire time they're getting hit by a railgun, they're getting hit by artillery. I've got 1 artillery there. I've got 3 artillery here. They are getting murdered along the way, so they don't have a chance. Therefore, don't do it. Don't do it. If you're going to attack somebody and they have artillery, the best thing that I can tell you is, number 1, send 2 to 3 different forces attacks. So send an attack of 30 to 40 guys, send a second attack of 30 to 40 guys, send a third attack of 30 to 40 guys, and separate them by about 5 to 10 minutes. That way they are separated enough where they are not do not experience the splash damage. Now, splash damage. If you are firing on multiple different companies, so therefore, say this one is 1,000, right? There's 1,000 guys there. If they had 1,000 guys here, 1,000 guys next to it, and 1,000 guys next to that, that is 3 separate companies attacking. That is a great strategy when going at a one place that has artillery support. Unless you have enough guns to literally individually separate them. This one attacks this one attacks this one attacks this one attacks this. If you don't have that option, that is a great way to attack an opponent, because their guns automatically attack the first group. Yes, you're going to lose troops. There's no way you're not going to lose troops. They have artillery. You can't get close. But the second and third troops will come in heavy and hot, unless that player is online and they can manually, as I do, tap this one, hit attack, tap this one, hit attack, tap this one, hit attack to get them out before they get to you, you're going to have 3 or more divisions of troops, companies heading at your position, and your AI in the game only attacks 1 at a time. Usually the closest one. So while that first brigade, yes, they're probably going to get wiped out, and they attack, they are going to get whittled down from, say, 30 to about maybe 10 or less guys. But all the artillery are focused on them unless the player manually logs in and manually starts splitting up targets. That is the best bet, because now that person is going to get hit with 2nd, 3rd, maybe even 4th companies for you. And therefore you can, if you are smart, if you have enough troops, you can therefore use the first group as a cannon fodder. Literally cannon fodder, the definition of what they're doing. It's terrible. You're sacrificing 30 to 40,000 troops just because you want to get close to them and take them out. But you know what? The needs of the few outweigh the needs of the many. You know, in order for you to take that position, you need everyone that you can to attack that position. They can't do that if you do it all in one. I mean, they can do it if you do it all in one group, but it's not as good. Separate the groups, and therefore you have multiple targets that if they don't have artillery, and just based on my experience, most places may have 1 unit of artillery, not 2, not 3. That's why I have made multiples. I've got 1 here. I've got my planes. I've got 3 here. I've also got my railgun. That way, if they do decide to go at you with multiple units or just a large attacking force, it doesn't matter, because you have units in different places. You've got units here, units there, units there, units there, and units there. So even if they do that, they are going to pay with so many lives the entire way to get to your base. That is how it works. So I hope you guys have learned something. I hope you guys understand my strategy and what we're going to do next. We're going to take these top 3 areas. We're going to get some troops over from here. We have 125,000. We're going to get them over here, take those positions. We've got the troops from the ships. We're going to use those to kind of basically pin in these guys. If they do attack us, we're going to use them to keep them at bay. And we're going to use the railgun to wipe out the rest from north and the south. We have the troops to back it up, but as it is, every person is worth it. Every person is special. We don't want to lose them if we don't have to, so therefore we are going full frontal with our artillery bombardment. That is how you win a war, my friend. In the 1900s, that is how you win a war. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and you have a great night. Great night. Look at this. He's going to be smart. Or he's trying to be smart, but the good news is, once he gets to that position, the dotted line, he's going to lose. Hell, my artillery is already attacking him. Look at that. It's already attacking him. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It is such an amazing thing to have a neighbor just like you. And I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna stop singing. Okay, guys. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This has been fun. This is Bone Bag. Oh, look, North USA is moving troops again. They, at this point of their evolution, they have been storing troops, gaining troops every single day. So, realistically, once I take southern USA, they will have a formidable garrison of troops on every border. I'm not going to lie. They probably have 90 to 120 troops on every border. I've been watching them. They're constantly getting troops every single day, and they're constantly moving those troops every single day. But I have battleships, so I can attack New York. I can attack Philadelphia. I can attack Boston. I may be able to attack Concord. I can definitely attack Portland, and I can attack the troops at Lincoln. I can kill them, bomb them. Therefore, I will have 2 railguns coming from all sides. This side first, it's the biggest side, then going from towards the interior. These guys will be wiped out in, I'd say, less than a day, because of my placement and what's going on. I may not attack them. I may not. My plan, and I told them I was not going to attack them. I actually warned them that the guys from the southern USA, were going to attack them. And they didn't believe me. They didn't say anything. They just ignored me. So southern United States actually attacked them and took some of their territory. And I warned them. But now I'm attacking southern USA, who started out with this entire section from here to here to here to here to here. All of this was red. All of this was southern United States. I have taken it all. Through strategic and smart placement, I have owned them. And now I am moving into their death. What do you call it? The death throes? The death breaths? I don't know what you call it. But anyway, they are moving into the last moments. I'd say within 2 days, this will completely be my area, and then I will have surrounded the northern USA, not just from sea, but from land. And they really don't. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 10 territories. 10. I have 48. At this point, I will own practically I will literally own, after I get Southern USA, the red, I will have the entire northwestern continent, plus Greenland and Iceland. I think strategically my best bet is to take a 2-frontal approach once I finish with that. Send most of my troops to the south here, and then send some of the troops over to England and take England, take the United Kingdom. That gives me a point. I can build troops, I can build a warehouse, I can build a workshop, everything here, and therefore then use that as a base to supply all of my troops on this side. Then I can attack, what is that? That's Italy. That's the number 2. Okay, I can attack Italy if I want to, or not. I can just attack in any direction I want to. Most likely, based on what's going on, I'll probably attack Lisbon. Because they're a small country, they probably don't have a lot. I will attack them, take Madrid, Spain. Then I will have both the UK and I will have Spain. Therefore, if I choose to, I can attack Italy from 2 fronts. That's very important. Very important. Now, I'm not touching France, North Africa, because, at this current time, that's not what my plan is. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. This is Bonebag07, and this game is Supremacy 1914. Thank you again, and you guys have a great night. Goodbye.